Hare Krishna. So, Gandhari. Today we are discussing about Gandhari and also the Dhritarashtra when he decided to take Vanaprastha or leaving the home, and when he was going to mountain, what Gandhari decided and why she decided that we are discussing. So Gandhari is a chaste lady. Maybe husband is a demoniac personality, but if wife is loyal to her husband and she is faithful and she still serve her husband, she is considered as a chaste wife. For example, Ravana was actually a Rakshas, was a demon, but Mandodari is considered as a chaste lady. So legally married wife is considered as a chaste lady if she is faithful to her husband. Like that, Kunti Maharani, Draupadi, they are the best chaste ladies. So here Gandhari belonged to a very great king, and her father name is Subala, and she is from Gandhar. Now it's Afghanistan. So in our Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that she is from a great family, and but when she married to a blind king, Dhritarashtra, then also she followed him. Like she thought that sometimes in my mind it may come that I have eyes and he cannot see, so better I also will not see. Like that, she had that bhava, that feeling. And when Dhritarashtra, by the motivation of Vidur, decided, okay, till now he could not decide. He was actually very much fond to the luxurious life. So till now he could not decide. But when Vidura, with some sharp words, because sometimes our family members, when we are in a wrong path, but like mother, father, when we are in childhood, they use some sharp words to change us to good. So that's why Vidura used some sharp words for Dhritarashtra, that all the children, hundreds of your son died, and you are taking shelter at Pandava's place, whom you wanted to kill, like you are a dog, or like the sharp words he used. So because why Vidura used? Because Dhritarashtra, he not at all ready to take a renounced life, and this kind of life, this kind of spiritual life is very important, because we are in the human body, and getting a human body, it's a gift from Lord Krishna. If we are not worshipping Lord Krishna and not utilizing our body to know God, then it's a waste of human body. That's why. So then Dhritarashtra got motivated and he decided to go to Himalaya mountain for austerity. And that time Gandhari, what she decides, like when Sri Ramchandra decided to fulfill his father's promise to Kaikeyi, Ramchandra decided to live in forest for 14 years. It was not compulsion for Sita Devi. She could stay at her husband's place, or she could go to her mother's house. Both doors were open. But Sita Devi, being a gentle and chaste lady and great lady, she decided to go with her husband Ramchandra. Just think about, like we are not brought up like Sita Devi, or like daughter of a king or son of a king, but still we cannot adjust in even a night in a forest or an unhygienic place or like that. We feel sad. But for 14 years, Sita Devi, who never faced any difficulty in her life, in the forest, every step is a difficult step. You have no cars, no rath at that time, chariot you don't have, and you have to walk long and long. You don't have a tap for water, or you can't call Bisleri for water. You need to go miles to reach the river. You can't get a like very delicious and varieties of foods and like that. Maximum time only fruits, only fruits. So like that life Sita Devi accepted. So now Gandhari, being a chaste lady, she is also going to follow Dhritarashtra's footprints. She wants to be with Dhritarashtra till last moment. So Dhritarashtra here taking Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha is generally taken after 50 of age, but Dhritarashtra is here more than 50. He didn't practice any spiritual life in his whole lifetime. When Krishna was in front of him, then also he didn't bother about his spiritual life, and he was after this material opulences. So this is the sign of a low intelligent person. Being in this material world, if we are after the material possession, then we cannot concentrate on our spiritual life. So Dhritarashtra was like that. And we know that there are 4 varnas, 4 ashramas, that is called varnashrama style of living. 4 varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and 4 ashramas are Brahmachari ashram till age of 25. The son of like king or any son, they need to study till age of 25. Now people are like going after the facilities in school. There should be every facility, AC, this, that. But earlier, even son of king, when he was age of 5, mother sent to Gurukula, and in Gurukula they have to go to forest to bring flowers, to bring wooden sticks, etc. for yajna. So many works. They have to clean the ashram, and they have to learn many. Nowadays we have some specialization, but earlier it was actually every education in Gurukula. Politics, economical education, medical. They know what if something happened, which leaves they should use for medication and like that. And they are engineers also. They knows the military arts, all military arts also. Might be in some military arts they are expert, like Bhima, expert in Gada, Arjuna expert in bow, like that. But still they have to learn everything, so they become all-rounder. And above all, they have to study all scriptures also. They have to study Srimad Bhagavad Gita, study Srimad Bhagavatam. Because without spiritual knowledge, material knowledge is giving only distress to the society. Just see, if even somebody is highly educated, master degree, PhD, like that, but still if they are not taking education from Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, then they are in frustrated condition. Once this is a true story. One boy, he came to one Maharaja in ISKCON, there is a Guru Maharaja. He came to him, and his parents were saying that he is number one in every class. So he has come to take blessings so that he can be number one in next class also. Then that Maharaja asked, okay, you didn't learn how to face failure, it means you are always number one, so you didn't learn how to face the failure. And later what happened, like he studied very well and he were in job, and once he lost his job and he lost everything and wife left him, then he committed suicide. So it happens because our material education don't give us training how to face the failure. And this material world, everything will come like this, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes happiness, sometimes more time distress. So that's why it's very important that we should include spiritual education to our child. So here we can see that Gandhari, she did not remain at home, but she wanted to follow her husband. Like till 25 is brahmacharya ashram, and a good brahmachari can become a good grihastha. Then after 25, if some people they want to enter in grihastha life, they can marry a chaste lady, a good wife who is devoted to Lord Krishna, and this is a great fortune if one can find a devotee wife, because she will be always chaste and always remain faithful. She will maintain all the regulative principles, and even something happen in the family, she will not go to another man. So that's why till 50, 25 to 50 is a grihastha ashram. By that time they have a child, and they earn money and they get them settled, and by 50 finish. Then after 50, it is suggested in scriptures that one should go to the forest. Forest here means now in Kali Yuga, where one will go to forest, and there are so many things that they cannot go to forest. But here it means that Banaprastha means after 50 one should become full-time devotee. Now they were like part-time devotee, earning and giving time to children and like that. But after 50 they should become full-time devotee. But nowadays it's little difficult because late marriage and late child, and then after 51 is not free, daughter get to married, and son is still studying, not settled. So in that case, at least 60 is government decided retirement age also. So after 60, one should not retire, means not fix another tire in your life. Tire means sometimes what people do. After 60 also, they will become some counselor, and till 70, 80 age, they will keep doing same job. But now we have to go for a renounced life. That is Banaprastha. In Kali Yuga, generally sannyasas will be less, because it's not very easy to become sannyasi. So sannyasi's age is like Banaprastha is also again 25 years, 50 to 75, and after 75 one become sannyasi. As here mentioned, there are two kinds of sannyasi. One is Mayavadi sannyasi, they have Ekadandi, and another is Vaishnava sannyasi, Tridandi sannyasi. Vaishnava sannyasi are greater than Mayavadi sannyasi. Mayavadi sannyasis are called Dhira. Dhira means they are fixed on renounced life. They are fixed on spiritual life. But Vaishnava sannyasi, they are actually Narottamas. Nara means human. Uttama means the best amongst human. Because Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam we are studying, and Srimad Bhagavatam very first sloka established this. What is the sloka? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditarata charte swabhignaswarat tene brahma hridaya adi kavaye muhyanti yat surayah tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha thamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi. In the very first shloka, Vyasadeva, who compiled Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna himself, and Vyasadeva is incarnation of Lord Krishna himself. This is not written, this cannot be written by a human being. Some people think like that. Let's see, he also was human. No, Vyasadeva is an incarnation of Lord Krishna. So Krishna wrote himself that in this sloka it is mentioned that Krishna is the absolute truth. Like one person, if I am speaking about myself, so I know better about myself rather than other person, because I know my mind, I know what I feel, and I know my nature, like that. Here Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He knows everyone and he knows himself fully. Other person cannot understand God fully. So Krishna is saying Bhagavad Gita also himself, that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Srimad Bhagavatam also himself in the incarnation of Vyasadeva, that Lord Krishna is the absolute truth. Lord Krishna is the source of even Lord Vishnu, Mahesh and Brahma. Here is mentioned that I meditate upon Lord Krishna because he is the absolute truth. He is the cause of all causes of creation, sustenance and destruction. So creation, Brahma is taking care of that part. Sustenance, Vishnu is taking care of that part, and destruction, Mahesh, Lord Shiva is taking care of. So these three are Gunavatar of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, in this sloka only it is said, he eternally exists in his transcendental abode. Some people think, okay, Lord Vishnu came as Krishna and then done this Leela and then finished, Leela finished. No. Lord Krishna has a transcendental eternal abode. In the very first sloka of Bhagavatam it is mentioned, and that is Golaka Vrindavan. In the Vaikuntha there are so many planets, and topmost planet is Golak Vrindavan. So Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. He imparts, in this sloka only, clearly mentioned, he imparts, he is only who imparts first the Vedic knowledge into the hearts of Brahmaji. So therefore, the sannyasis who are Krishna devotees, they are the topmost human being, topmost. But Mayavadi sannyasis are also dhira, but not topmost, because they don't accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, one can become sannyasi like 75 age, or not 75 age, but one wants to go for sannyasa order, then you can take permission from Guru. If Guru permits and the spiritual higher authority permits, then he can go for sannyasa. And after becoming sannyasi, he actually leave his wife with his son. So the son can take care of wife, and if one takes sannyasi, in this purport it is mentioned that he is considered as a dead man. So wife cannot never ever contact him. She should live as a widow. But Srila Prabhupada says that in this Kali Yuga, so in this Kali Yuga, if especially if wife is favorable for devotional life, she is helping in Krishna conscious life husband, then there is no need of sannyasa, the sannyasa ashrama, no need to follow the sannyasa ashrama. One can remain in grihastha or vanaprastha. Grihastha means they are uh, not full-time devotee, or they are in the things they have to give their times. Like in vanaprastha, they are full-time. Now they are 24 hours. They are free for Krishna, like that life they live. And sometimes, like as I have said, sannyasis also, that's not mandatory that after 75 only they will go. Sometimes they take earlier. Like vanaprastha also, some people they take earlier. Some great devotees they take like many maharajas in ISKCON who grihastha, like they took earlier, like in 30s age, 30 age, 32 age, like that also. Vanaprastha means staying with wife but no physical relationship, because they have already children, so there will be no physical relationship. They will be continuously maintaining brahmacharya. They will live a brahmachari life, austerity, and only serving Krishna, both husband and wife, nicely. So this is vanaprastha. So here now Dhritarashtra, after so many years, he decided to take vanaprastha, and he was determined. Why he was determined? Because the pure devotee of Lord Krishna, Vidura, he motivated him to accept the renounced order of life. So he didn't even compel Gandhari, okay Gandhari, you have to come with me. No, he left the attachment to family now. One day we have to do that, because there are so many research, and in research there are experiences, near to death experiences, and in near to death experiences they found that at the time of death we remember the person we love most. For example, you are a wife and you love your husband more than your children, then you will get a body of male, because at the time of death, whichever body you are remembering, you will get that body. If you are a husband and you love your wife most, and not Krishna but wife most above all, then you will get a women body in next birth. There is a proof in Srimad Bhagavatam. If somebody like nowadays people even don't believe on relatives, and they believe more on the animals. Okay, my cat, my dog. So if at the time of death one is remembering his dog, he will become a dog in next life, for certain. Like see, Bharat Maharaj, he became Bharat Muni. He went to forest. He was such a nice devotee, but because he got attracted to a deer, and then at the time of death he was remembering that deer, then that's why he got a deer body. Because he was a devotee, so in deer body also he could remember the past life. Then he became very disciplined even in becoming deer. He was very near to the devotees ashramas, etc. And next birth he and again got a human body, Jal Bharat. And at that time he was very renounced, because he remembered all the births, like that. So now what we learn from this, that whichever condition we are, we should not bother about I should become like this ashram, that ashram, whatever ashrama we are, without disturbing our present condition. We can serve Lord Krishna best. We can remember him all the time. We can chant 16 rounds every day. We can listen Srimad Bhagavatam from devotees. Now there are so many YouTube videos from authentic Vaishnavas in YouTube also. So we can listen to those. We can read Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is opportunity of having this internet facility. Devotee uses like this. Then we have to develop love to Lord Krishna more than wife, husband, children. Only at the time of death we can remember Lord Krishna, and then only we can get the spiritual life back, like we will be back to Godhead. will be in the Vaikuntha. Otherwise, we cannot enter that. That's why at the time of death, we need to, before death, even we should prepare to consider Krishna is the life of our goal, and Krishna is the object of our love. Like we should love God at most, more than anybody. Then only we can remember Lord Krishna at the time of death. Death means when we are leaving body. But if someone from, like now you know about that Lord Krishna, we should devote our life to Lord Krishna. If someone is whole life devoting to Lord Krishna, chanting 16 rounds regularly, following for regulative principles, offering bhoga to Krishna and accepting prasadam and association with devotees regularly, then in Varaha Purana also God said that if this kind of sincere devotee who put his effort whole life, and even at the time of death, if he cannot remember me due to cough, batta, pitta, means at the time of death you will, like anybody will feel so many things. So if because of the physical uncomfortable situation, if he cannot remember me, I will remember him and give him back to Godhead, give him the best benefit of spiritual life. So this sloka is यदि वातादि दोषेण मद्भक्ता मम न च स्मरेत् अहं स्मरामि मद्भक्ता नयामि परमं गतिम्. So we should develop love for Krishna. Every day is a new day. We should take an opportunity to chant sincerely for Krishna and to develop this love for Krishna. And we should live a life which is Krishna conscious. But Dhritarashtra, he cannot be Narottama now. Like he cannot be the like a very best sannyasi like Uttam Adhikari Vaishnavas, because he never practiced spiritual life. No, that's why he is following that dhira kind of austerities, and that part is also mentioned here in purport. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.